We're ready.
Okay, City of Greendale Board of Public Works, February 11th, 2026, 5 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. As a recipient of federal funds and in support of Dearborn County's efforts to ensure non-discrimination and equal access to all citizens, the county gathers statistical data regarding participants in county activities. Therefore, we have provided a voluntary Title VI public involvement survey at this meeting. You are not required to complete this survey. However, the form is anonymous and will be used solely for the purpose of monitoring our compliance with Title VI and ADA. All right. We need the approval of the January 14th, 2025 regular meeting minutes, please.
Motion to approve.
Got a first? Do we have a second?
A second.
Got a first and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, need the approval of the bills and claims.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a first,
Second.
first and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any audience comments? I think we're looking for Mr. Hammerstrom. That's you? Okay.
Do you have the documents that were sent?
We do. We're going to ask you to go to the podium.
My name is Todd Hammerstrom. I'm the owner of 21140 State Line Road. Purchased the property and I'm looking to build a barn-dominium for my home. Currently, the health department has deemed with the soil samples that I cannot have septic. Greendale, I do not believe, wants to run past, I believe it's 5 parcel slots to tie in all of those buildings. BRUC has agreed to take on the septic. I got a bid to have it bored under the street and bored all the way to a manhole, which is less than 300 feet for my property, and the state ordinance says that if there's something within 300 feet, I'm required to do so. VRUC will not take me on unless Greendale would release me for the septic.
Gives you our permission.
That's correct.
Yes. Anthony, any thoughts, concerns, questions, comments?
Board's pleasure.
Okay. Sean, do you have any? Okay. All right, guys.
The only thing I would say is that 300 feet is for municipalities to require people to hook up who have a septic that are within 300 feet of a municipal system. We're not in that situation, but neither here nor there.
Okay. Any discussion? You go with?
I'm good with it. If BRUC wants to take them on as a customer,
Okay. John, you feel the same?
I'm sure we'll have to.
Sorry?
You good with it as well?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure we'll have to give BRUC some sort of letter that states
Yeah, that's
that
all
we're
they're looking for.
releasing this particular parcel that's in our service territory
Right.
for them to serve. But
That is correct.
Is it just one
Yes,
house?
it's just one house, yes.
There will be no more on this property?
No,
One and one only?
one and one owner, correct.
Okay. All right. I guess we need a motion, Anthony? Okay. You want to do that?
sure, I'll make a motion that we allow VURC to serve the Hammerstrom property and only the Hammerstrom property with sewer that is in our service territory, since we do not have current services there. And that's it.
Okay. We have a first. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Got a first and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
All right. So what happens next? VRUC will contact you or they will provide a letter?
Yes.
John? Okay.
They'll contact me.
Okay. We'll take care of it from on our end.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you, sir. All right. Any other audience comments tonight? Okay. All right. Shane, please report.
Report for the month of January. We had 399 calls for service, wrote 6 traffic citations, Made 11 criminal arrests. 15 crash reports were taken. 18 new case reports. Myself, Assistant Chief Taylor, and Sergeant Byde all attended the Indiana Chiefs of Police Conference in Indianapolis for 3 days also. That's all we had.
Anybody have any questions for Chief? We good? All right. Okay, Sparky, you're up, buddy.
You don't have a physical copy of the fire report. The state of Indiana is updating their fire reporting system and software, so I haven't been able to print any reports for the last week and a half, so.
Okay.
I can tell you that we've had, for the month of January, we had 27 calls of service. So far this month in February, we're at 15, year-to-date 42.
Wow, okay. Do you have anything to add to for EMS or?
No, they're out on a call, that's why Tommy's not here right now. So.
Okay, I didn't know if you had his report or not.
No.
Okay,
He had it. No.
all right. Okay, let's go into unfinished business. You want, Katie's not here yet, correct?
No, she just.
Oh, I didn't see you walking, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, Katie, you're up, buddy. Yes, good opening. Yeah, or whatever you have for us. Do you have packets for everybody?
I do.
Okay.
And it's just so they can, like, everybody can kind of follow along on kind of
What's transpired? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Does anybody else need one?
Hey, Katie, we give one to Anthony too,
Yeah.
please.
You want to take the podium?
Yep.
Please.
Okay, so what you're looking at is part of the bid manual. We obtained we obtained 4 bids that we read out loud. Paul Rowe, DC Construction, Dave O'Mara, and All Star. And at the reading, DC Construction was the lowest bidder. But when the review came, it was noted that they are not the lowest bidder. As you will see, the first stapled thing, that is the addendum that was put out. And there was a line item that was removed, and then another line item had quantities added. And then the next stapled thing is the bid from their packet. And as you can see, the highlighted project, there's on the curb concrete modified. They have it as $336, and it should be $596. So when I put in their price, it ended up changing it, and they were not the lowest bidder. The lowest bidder is Paul Rowe at $448,288.75, and then DC came in at $453,736.62. And this is just to kind of give you proof then that they did acknowledge the addendum, but did not use the right line items. And you can see I've included everybody's acknowledge that they acknowledge the addendum from all 4 bidders.
And you've looked over row and all the numbers are correct
Correct.
as well?
Correct. When you're looking at the 3rd page of the bid, you will see that it's all totaled right there, and that's the correct totals. And the cells that are highlighted on that are the ones that are incorrect.
Okay. Anthony, do you have any?
No, I don't have, I think that, what they've documented is correct, and we should award it to Rowe.
Okay. All right. Board Works, you guys have any discussion? Any questions? Okay. Andy? You good?
Just one question. Has DC Contracting been
They've not-
consulted at all?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
They did ask for the bid tabulations, and I told them they were still under review, because technically, I mean, they still are.
Just curious. But, all right, I'll make a motion that we award this Community Crossings Grant project to Paul H. Rowe Company for the amount of $448,288.75 as the lowest bidder.
Okay, we have a first, we have a second?
I'll second.
We have first and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay, thank you. You'll take care of it with Pam Reese moving forward, getting the paperwork to her?
Because now, I will be able to give, you guys and if they wanna go ahead and give you the permission to sign the notice of award, and then I can give that to Paul Rowe, and then get that ball moving to get everything collected for your funding request.
Okay, will you send that to us tomorrow? Okay, thank you. Okay, now on Avenue water main replacement. Guys, you're up.
So I put a couple letters in front of you guys. The one with just one sheet is for the material supplier recommendation. After looking through those, the low was Core and Main, and we're recommending them. Everything looked to be in order there, so.
Okay.
The next sheet, the letter we wrote addresses the bid recommendation. We've had a chance to reach out to their references they provided, and the references were not exactly good. They didn't have good things to say necessarily. They did complete most of the projects, but they had several issues with each of the projects they talked about. So I've included the second bidder on here, which is Complete Contractors, and it's going to be up to the city, your guys' discretion, who you want to award it to. I think either would be appropriate, just depending on what you guys are comfortable with. So.
Well, I wish Steve was here today. We've never been, in my recollection, we've never had this situation come up. Sean, Anthony, guys?
I've never experienced it where a contractor was denied or anything.
No, I haven't either.
I mean, I think if the board is saying that they're not a responsible bidder, we should give them an opportunity to respond before rejecting them as a bidder.
Queen City.
Queen City Mechanicals, and table this until the next meeting.
Okay, so
Have we done business with either one of these two?
Complete, we've done quite a bit. Queen City, as far as I understand it, this will be the first time.
I've never heard of them before.
Yeah.
This area.
I've been on some projects with Queen City and Cincinnati. I've never seen them do water main, not saying they can't. I just have never been on a job with them. I know they've done a lot of work for City of Cincinnati's Metropolitan District doing sewer stuff. I've never seen them run mainline sewer. It's been more like replacement, things like that. But again, I can't speak on as far as if they can do mainline water main or not.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them. They do mechanical work, generally indoor, pipe fitting, sprinkler systems. I believe they did the hotel and convention center downtown in Lawrenceburg. But
So dirt work's not,
I've never known them to do it, but that doesn't mean they can't or don't now. But
Could we ask for a reference for water main? From them?
Kevin, did you?
Most of their references were for sewer projects. They've got some fire hydrant stuff here. There's a water main project here that was $178,000. I was not able to get in touch with them. Actually, that one I was able to get in touch with them. It was a different contact though. It was the same. It was Claremont County. So.
Mayor and Kevin, I got a couple questions. How many bidders were there on that project?
I believe we had five bidders.
What was the split between the two lower?
oh, did Loveland give a reason for pulling their bid?
That one,
About 63,000.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Loveland pulled theirs because they said they, missed some numbers.
I think they missed a lot of numbers.
They missed some numbers for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Compared to everybody else, but they missed.
If you're talking
some
about
numbers.
Loveland, the one that kicked out, they were,
No, I'm not talking about, I'm
yeah.
talking about the two remaining bids.
It was about 60, yeah.
And again, the not so stellar references that came in on the lowest bidder were ones that they recommended.
Yeah, they provided them, yeah.
You don't have to take a bid.
I'd like the idea of tabling it for 2 weeks as we sort through this. I think that's,
Yeah, I don't think we need to
no, I don't.
settle with issues.
Right.
Okay.
How about a motion to table, guys?
Motion to table?
Got a first, we have a second?
Second.
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, let's table to the second meeting. Okay, thank you, sir.
Excuse me, Vince, are we gonna table the material
No, we can go ahead and do the material, because you want to get that.
so I can get that sent out and get a whole core main?
So Anthony, do you want to speak to the funding for this before these guys agree to buy all this?
We're gonna pay for $500,000 out of, water operating for this, and we're going to council tonight, to discuss, borrowing the remaining amount from electric cash reserve, which we're allowed to do under the statute. We redid the water rates, so we anticipate having, the amount necessary to pay for this very quickly. Operating actually has about 900,000 in it right now. So we should be fine, but we will need a short-term loan from electric cash reserve to pay for it all at once if we want to do that and save money up front.
And Andy brought up a good point when we bid this on phase 1 and phase 2. The longer we wait, the more expensive it will become.
That's a fact.
And they're already mobilized here, so in my mind, I like to see them start it and finish it. So, and we can borrow them from electric. I think it's a good thing to do. So that's how about we motion to accept the materials on the condition that council approves the loan from electric to water. Am I saying it right, Anthony? Okay.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Okay, good.
To award the bid to Core and Main.
Based on approval of the loan
Based
from.
on the funding.
Yeah. Okay.
From council. Total amount was 204,375.95.
Got it. Okay, we have a first, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. Got a first and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Sean, you sticking around for the second meeting?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, Sean, Nowlan Avenue North and South electric update.
Yes, they're still working down by the tunnel. They had the road closed today. They set a 70-foot pole. They're gonna close the road again tomorrow, right there at the tunnel, because they have to set another 70-foot pole off to the side of that one. I'll have a reach alert out. I talked to them yesterday about that reach alert. We were talking about it, didn't say which day they were gonna do it.
Okay,
And all
so
that.
they'll close it from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is what they told me.
That's what was today. Tomorrow it's gonna be more like 10 to 3.
Oh, okay.
They just gotta
Good.
get in there quickly, you know,
Good.
and run some wire. But they have the new wire in that section all the way up just about to Schneebelt. They pulled the new wire in, they tied it in, and they're thinking next week having an outage to drop to switch everything over to the new wire and drop the old wire out. For that section there,
What, would you say they're 10% done?
around there, 10 to 20%.
Okay. Okay. The IMPA electric ordinance audit, I don't think there's any update, correct?
Sean and I are still completing that.
Okay. Structure Point Water Plant Evaluation Plan. As far as the update, Structure Point is going to present to council tonight. And so that will be the next step as we try to move forward on deciding, on deciding how we're gonna attack our water plant problems. All right.
The other thing that this board should know is that we found out that the deadline for SRF, which is the state revolving loan funding, is April 1st.
Is that once a year or twice a year opening?
It's the fiscal year deadline they run July to June 31st, so that's next year's deadline.
Okay. If we need to make next year's deadline, we got April 1st this year.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. All right. Nathaniel, Valley Woods Dam storm outfall?
No new real update with that. They've kind of pushed that back till some of the weather breaks. The Valley Woods drainage one, Mark with Bear Becker had been working more on that. Still working through a couple details with him before I'll present that to you guys. In the meantime, though, I do have him trying to focus right now on the culvert and road slippage. To me, that's just a safety issue when you got a hillside that's ready to cave in. So that's kind of what he's been putting together, a presentation for that. I do have our civil city foreman, hopefully mid to next week. He's gonna cut a kind of a path in there so we can get down into that culvert and really see what's going on with it and lay some eyes on it that way. But then I do have him, regardless of what we do with the ditch lines on Springwood and Indian Woods, he will add that to his maintenance package every year so we can start actually maintaining that, just to try and keep some of the overgrowth down and potentially buy some time. Ideally, it would be nice to do the ditch lines itself with the MS4 money as we start generating that. And I've already talked to Becky, and that's something that MS4 money we could use for that. So that would be a funding source. And that's really all I have for the Valley Woods stuff right now.
Okay. Kevin, Christine, do you guys want to speak about the Sandy drainage project?
Yeah, got it. So I handed out kind of a project overview and a summary of the construction as to date. They started in late October and have been working from the pond and in front of St. Elizabeth on the east side of US 50. Today they're as far as ready to make the connection to the storm line that's going underneath US 50.
No surprises so far?
No.
That's good. I expect surprises here. Yes.
The other side of the road will be challenging with the amount of utilities. Yeah,
The Party Trav side?
correct.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Hey, Vince.
Yes.
Could I get an electronic copy of that stuff with me, your notes where you're at for redevelopment for next week?
I can give you this as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
See the one picture there? Just barely slid by the force main.
Is that the force main here?
Yeah.
I gotta give them credit. They have stayed at it, and the weather has not been ideal, that's for sure.
Who's the contractor down there?
Smith Corp. Okay, Sean, Ridge Avenue, reclosure?
Still in order. Hopefully have them in February, sometime this month.
Okay. And our favorite, this sewer smell at Carroll and Snake.
A couple weeks ago, some may know this, Steve put out an email. Steve, myself, the two water guys, we let that station fill up a little bit. We went, opened up, stood by the manholes, stood up by the houses. We had an employee turn the station on to trying to get the smell. We didn't get no overwhelming smell. It was cold out. We had that 11 inches of snow right before that. Mr. Butler had his wood burning stove going, so we smelled that more than anything. The wind was blowing, not in the favor we were hoping that day. It was blowing against the situation. We didn't smell anything. There was no, like Steve said, there was no big rush when you open up the manhole and turn on the pump, even when it was running through the through that first gravity manhole, you didn't get overwhelmed with sewer smell. Not saying it doesn't happen, it's just at that time we didn't. So we noticed a few things with the lids. Waiting for the snow to melt, we're gonna go up, we're gonna have to heat up the lids, try and get the old con seal off from underneath the lids, to put new seal down there, reseal them in there. Take care of that part, and then Steve and I talked about trying to get a whole Citgo water, so I've been using for those jackpots. I got home, that's what you have in a packet here, put it in, Citgo water gave a price for it, like a trout basis thing to put this chemical, they recommend this chemical, and it's gonna be like 5 gallons, I think it drips 5 gallons in 24 hours or something like that. And hopefully, this will, he said it'll take a couple days, once it gets in there, it's gonna take a couple days for it to really for you to see a difference. But we're hoping with that and the jackpot to be the temporary fix until we can figure something else out maybe. But Steve's talking about piping it out to the hillside, redoing the line to that manhole. The bad thing, that manhole Steve was talking about, right before it drops the hill, over the hill, that's like 12.5 feet deep. It's deep, that manhole, so we're gonna have to put a pipe inside so it doesn't splatter against the wall. It drops down like a T-pipe, stack pipe, might not be saying the correct terminology for it, where it drops it down and shoots it right down through the trough and that. But Citgo Water gave us a price for the $1,600, $1,663.85 to come deliver this tote, set it all up with the drip system, and get it started. It's a 30-day trial thing, and hopefully it does some difference.
Do we have to build an enclosure over that tote?
No, it's gonna be in a regular tote with, they have the big couple hundred, like 500-600 gallon tanks, but then they have those small little totes with the metal around.
275s.
Yes, it's something like that, a little larger one, and he's gonna put that in, then we put the drip system in the control panel, run the electric out of the control panel, and put the drip system, I think it's in a box. They'll mount there next to it and all. And my main concern was kids, public, and all that, but they said you can spill it, you can splash this on you, it won't hurt.
Okay.
It's not like some of the other chemicals we thought of using previously and all, but we'll keep an eye on it every day we go there.
Okay.
That's part of our checks.
So
Well,
do you-
I got a question. What's changed from last year to this year?
Nothing that we know of,
That's the question.
yeah.
That's
And
the
even
frustrating
us-
part.
Yes, flushing out the manhole once a week, and every day we pump it down, we're still getting that smell throughout the day.
But I mean, have they added a lot more customers? I mean, anything mechanically that's changed?
It's just,
No.
it's the houses from Casey's is the only thing that's been added, as I understand it, right?
That's the only ones that have been added.
Yes.
And last year to this year, maybe, I wouldn't even say a dozen of them, maybe a dozen, a little over a dozen houses added. That shouldn't, there's something else that changed in it, or something, we replaced the air release valve thinking it was bad, the other one, that it was just pumping out too much and all, but this new one's pumping out, when you're standing there, you smell it, but it's not running a long time. The lift station.
You think the sewer coming from, what's the new?
Casey's?
Casey's?
Yeah. You think that could be going septic before it reaches the,
I don't think that, I think it's in the pipe going up, it's sitting there. And that's what I talked to Steve about, and he doesn't recommend it, but maybe raising those floats so it doesn't pump as much, or as many times throughout the day, because it doesn't run much in the 24-hour period, that station. We hold it more in the tank, in the pit, with the aerator we have in there, but when we pump more out to flush that line. But Steve said that it's either holding here or it's in a pipe.
Right, it's holding it in the force main.
No other chemistry change? Nobody's doing a meth lab or something? I mean, no.
I can't, John, I can't say what you're doing up there. No, I have no idea. There's no business or anything that was built in that area that's putting something into our system that changed it or anything like that.
Right, it's only residential
just
flows,
seems-
basically.
Yeah,
coming
that's
don't-
all it is.
Route 1.
I mean, I think we need a temporary fix, to do something, but I'm not sure we've got the root of the
problem yet,
Well,
which
and
I
it's
know
not-
you all been doing a lot of work, I'm just,
It's not 100% new this year. Beth has been complaining about it for a while.
She has, but she wasn't very vocal about it.
Right.
That, even Mr. Butler said something a couple years ago, but it wasn't like, hey, like right now we have, with Kurt's help, we have this problem, we have this problem. It was like, oh, I smell the sewer. Well, you're gonna smell it with manholes there, and then a force main running through, you will get some smell sometimes. But now it's more like, it's more to our attention, like, hey, this is when they're smelling it from 5:30 to 6 o'clock, or when they're coming out this time to put their garbage cans out in the morning, or something like that.
And
we
they've
can't-
banded together.
Yes.
They have banded
So-
together.
Yeah, and I appreciate Kurt's help on it. I know, I can only imagine you get tired sometimes reporting it and all that.
I get texts, about every 3 or 4 days, and that's when I just forward over all the texts that I get onto you guys just for documentation. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt, I'm just trying to let you guys know when it's happening, and when they send it to me, I just, I only got so many replies I can get back to them anymore. I just, I'll pass it on, I'll pass it on.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate your help.
does temperature, either air temperature, have anything to do with it?
Not that we've noticed. And of course, windy days, you won't smell it as much compared to days where it's not that windy and it lingers more. And I don't know if it's being with the cold where it's dropping it lower to the ground. The hot days, it may let it go up easier. I don't know. It seems like it was a smell months ago when it was warm, and it's still getting a smell when it's cold.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like a difference when in October, or when it was warm out, even September, October, compared to when it was just single digits with 11 inches of snow on the ground.
Well, I think out at Casey's, I think we have 20 houses done and 2 under construction is where we are now, and there was to be, what, 80 something? 88, so I don't know if, as it fills in, it will get better, like you, maybe.
More flow should be better.
It might, yeah, but.
Yeah.
And that's why we've been trying to dump water in there. Chief helped us out one day with his fire truck and that.
Yeah,
We've
you
been
clean
trying
the
to dump-
edges and,
hose it out and just drop clean water down there, pump that, trying to flush that force main to get all that septic out of there, whatever's been sitting there.
Hey, Sean, could you email me what you're gonna do and the time frame you're gonna do it, so I can pass it on to them?
Yes, sir.
That might save us a couple texts here and there, so.
Yep.
okay. All right. Okay, anything else on that? Okay. Stellar Project, we had a phone call this week. They're working on a couple different designs, and they didn't give us a timeline when they'll be ready to present, but I would think within the next month. Would you not agree, Nathaniel and Anthony?
I would think so.
So, okay. I should have started with this. This is my fault. I apologize. Kudos to Civil City, the utility guys, everybody who was involved in snow removal. It was a ass-kicking adventure. It really was. We
Very diplomatic way of putting it.
yes, it was, wow, it was a lot. Put a lot of hours in, moved a lot of snow. If you guys haven't, if you want to get an idea of the snow we moved, go down to the cabin, the dog park, and Shinley's place over here. We have snow stacked everywhere. And it was all hands on deck. So I want to thank everybody that was involved. So really worked out great. So this is the second year we've had to clean up snow in my 14 years of being on council as well as mayor. I hope we get a couple years off. It's a job. And it kills our budget. We don't plan for this, but it just absolutely kills our budget. So thank you, everyone. All right. Okay, new business. Nathaniel, we're going to open the annual material and labor bids.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with the asphalt crack sealing, since it's the order I got them. The first one is Cincinnati Asphalt.
Just for patching or crack seal.
It's for crack sealing. Their price per ton, you ready, Sean?
Yep.
$10,269.97.
So Nathaniel, since this is your first time through this, what we typically do is have you open and read everyone aloud, and then we table it till, let you go home, let you go back and tabulate it and bring it to the next meeting and present, so.
Next one's All-Star Paving. They are at $7,000 even.
Not go very far. No, it doesn't go very far at all.
Next one is Paul Rowe. They are at $6,700. The next one will be patching material. Or asphalt patching, I'm sorry. Cincinnati Asphalt. Their square footage price is $20.18. Next one is All-Star Paving. And they are at $21 a square foot. West Side Paving and Excavation. They are at $17.05 square foot. Dave O'Mara. They are $17.60 square foot. And then Paul Rowe is this one. They are at $12 a square foot.
That's significant. what's this one you're opening?
It's labor and equipment. That one's from you. Couldn't see.
Steel equipment and manpower, it doesn't say.
Yeah, this one doesn't say on the envelope. McCool Enterprise. Their labor is $52. Superintendent is $57.75. Their backhoe is $50. Bobcat, $39.20. Mini excavator, $45. Excavator, $74.75. Heavy excavator, $118.50. Equipment operator is $60. Tri-axle truck, $110. Dozer is $60.20. Utility service truck is $37. The next one is Lynx. Liking, sorry.
That's all right.
Their labor is $104. Superintendent is $131. Backhoe is $112. Bobcat is $98. Mini excavator is $85. Excavator is $104. Heavy excavator is $201. Equipment operator is $120. Tri-axle dump truck is $146. The dozer is $207, and utility service truck is $79. This is TNT Maintenance. Their labor is $65. Superintendent, $75. Backhoe, $60. Bobcat, $45. Mini excavator, $50. Excavator, $80. Heavy excavator, $135. Equipment operator, $70. Tri-axle truck, $125. Dozer is $65. Utility service truck is $30. The next one is Ryan Howard. Howard Excavating. Labor is $59 an hour. Superintendent is $70. Backhoe is $50. Bobcat is $39. Mini excavator is $45. excavator is $74. Heavy excavator is $116. Equipment operator is $60. Triaxle truck is $110. Dozer is $60. Utility service truck is $41. Should be one more. And I believe we have one more labor and equipment bid too as well. Yeah, complete contractor, they put their material bid and their labor and equipment bid in the same packet here, so I'll read their labor and equipment bid. Completes, labor is $72, superintendent $75, backhoe they have NA, Bobcat $105 with operator, mini excavator $110 with operator, excavator $150 with operator, heavy excavator $175 with operator, equipment operator $75, triaxle truck $115, dozer $150 with operator, utility service truck $35 per day. Now on to materials. Complete contractors for concrete sand for 2,500 tons, they're at $20.50. For fill sand at 2,000 tons, they were at $14.79. For number 53 crushed limestone, 1,500 tons, $32.20. Shredded topsoil, 1,000 tons, $36.50. Wash number 57 gravel, 1,500 ton, $29.50. Topsoil, 1,000 tons, $32. Number 2 stone, 500 ton, $33. Next one is Bucher Trucking. For concrete sand, 2,500 tons, $20.50. Fill sand, 2,000 ton, $15.75. Number 53 crushed limestone, 1,500 tons, $29. Shredded topsoil, 1,000 tons, $36. Wash number 57's, 1,500 tons, $31. Topsoil, 1,000 tons, $32. Number 2 stone, 500 ton, $30. And the last one, McCool. Concrete sand, 2,500 tons, $16.50. Fill sand, 2,000 tons, $13.65. Number 53 crushed limestone, 1,500 tons, $24.35. Shredded topsoil, 1,000 tons, $34. Wash number 57 gravel, 1,500 tons, $26.25. Topsoil, 1,000 tons, $29.70. Number 2 stone, 500 tons, $24.90. And that is all we have.
Okay. So we'll take them back, work on them next 2 weeks, and present them at the Board Works meeting on the 4th Monday. All right.
Can I get that as a motion?
Do you need a motion? Okay. Just want to make a motion.
Take them on there.
Motion to take the bids under advisement until the next Board Works meeting.
Okay, we have a first. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. All right, we got about 8 minutes. We got 2 things we have.
I have my water.
Oh,
ready to
shoot.
Open up.
All right.
These are chemicals.
Okay.
The only chemicals they are is the chlorine and, fluoride.
Okay.
The first one is from Chemicals Inc. And this is the chlorine, 150-pound cylinders. Price per cylinder, this is from Chemical Inc. Price per cylinder is $247.50. And from Chemical Inc., our fluoride, their totes, it is per tote $70.50. And the next one is from Brentag. Okay, for the chlorine cylinder, it's a 150-pound cylinder. Their price is $177. Even. For the fluoride, no bid.
Makes it tough.
Typed on there, no bid. For it. And this is for the water treatment plant's chemicals. It looks like Brentag is cheaper for the chlorine cylinders, and Chemical Inc. is, well, they're the only ones that bid for the fluoride. Do we split the bid?
I think that's what we did in the past.
Pretty big difference.
There is. So Brentag would get the chlorine at $177 per cylinder, and Chemicals Inc. will get the fluoride at $70.50 per tote.
Want to put that in motion?
Sure. I'll make a motion that we go with the 2 lowest costs for each of the 2 chemicals that were bid. Chlorine for Brentag and fluoride for Chemicals Inc.
Okay. We have a first.
Second that.
Got a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. 2 quick things. Sean, you have renewal for 120 Water?
Yes. All right, they are the company that does our mail outs and everything. They line everything up for the state for that lead and copper roll that we've been dealing with. Their annual price went up. Last year was $1,200. It went up to $13,200. But now they have, sorry, stuck with these bids in my head. Let me get back to my junk here. We have approximately, I want to say 1,300 to 1,500 more to go. Meter, inspections, I think it's 1,500 that we still have to inspect.
By what date?
They have to be done. Oh. All right, we have to have everything inspected by 2027, January 2027. Now, they added a price in here. It's the additional 1,500 that will take this quote up to 14,700, which they have, the state allowed a program where 120 Water will they have a map of all of our water meters. They will put together a map and send to the state 300 spots. This is what we want to test. If the state says, yes, you can test those spots or move this one here, this one there, they bless off on it. We test those spots, and if nothing comes back, then we're good to meet our deadline for 2027. But the caveat to that is every year after that, we have to test a minimum 20% of our leftover that we haven't tested yet.
So
But we meet the deadline by doing that.
we're buying some time.
Yes.
Okay.
And we haven't found any lead pipes, and they don't consider a lead gooseneck a lead service line. The lead service line is the actual whole line coming from the main to the meter.
Okay. So the total contract is $14,700 for this year?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's including that systematic mapping to get the state and get us a blessing.
Okay. All right. Someone like to put that in a motion?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Motion to move forward with 120 water contract for $14,700.
We have a first.
I'll second.
Got a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Last thing, and this is called Answer First. So right now, if you have a electric water problem, utility problem, let's say, after hours, you call, you go through our whole tree and you leave a message which dings Sean first, then Nathaniel, then myself. And you cannot believe how frustrating and difficult this is when they leave these messages. Not that they're doing the right thing. It's just that our system is antiquated and it gets bogged down, and it creates a lot of problems. So we talked to our phone company, and Becky, what's the name of our phone company?
Midwest Data.
Midwest Data. Their answer to our problems is Answer First. So we would be under contract. It's a monthly fee. It's $30 a month. A live person is going to take your phone call and write down what the situation is. They then take that information. They will text us, the three of us. They'll start phone calls with Sean, but we all know what's going on. They can also email us so we have proof of it. The $30 is call it the retainer fee. They charge $1.95 a minute thereafter. There are some months we don't have any phone calls. There are some nights we have all of them. And when I mean all of them, it doesn't stop. It just rains phone calls. And typically what we've done in the past, Sean will get his crew together and go to the problem, and I take the phones. I'm gonna go get the crew together, and I'm going to the problem. Because
You have a good end on that one.
you cannot believe these phone calls, and God love these people, I know it, I get it. It's cold, the electric's out, but wow, it's a lot, and they just don't stop. You can't get ahead of these phone calls. So, with that said, we'd like to go to Answer First, which a human will be taking the phone calls. And the nice thing is, once it's been reported, once the first person calls in and says, we have electric outage, Sean gets called, Nathaniel, myself, or however it goes down the chain, they will inform the second person, we are aware of the situation, however, where do you live? And that text will go to him as the address. So that allows Sean to build a perimeter of what's out. And that's the important part of this equation. Because when I'm taking phone calls for Sean, I'm getting addresses, letting him know so he can start looking for the problem and what part of town it's on, what main you got to drive looking for a switch out or whatever you guys do. I'm just a phone answerer. I just answer phones. So I'd like to suggest that Greendale goes to Answer First instead of our outdated message system. So it's $30 a month, and then what,
$1.90.
$1.90 a minute. But the more minutes there are, the price will come down. But again, some months we don't have any problems. Some months we have them all. Yes, so.
Mayor, I think it's a great idea, but is there a callback for those people who called the second or third time and just gave their address to somebody?
No, they'll be talking to a human being.
No. When the problem's solved.
Oh, generally it's generally electric's out, electric comes back on, and then they obviously know. Generally, after Sean and I talk, if we have an idea how big it is, I'll send out a reach alert. So it goes out citywide saying that, hey, we're aware of the problem.
Okay.
We've got a crew en route, our usual, so.
Facebook will tell you everything.
Yeah, yes, God love Facebook, so, okay. I need a motion, please.
Okay. Motion to proceed with the Answer First contract of receiving emergency calls for $30 per month.
Okay, got a first, we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, first and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna try it for a year and see how it goes. It's gotta be better than what we're doing now. Okay, need a motion to adjourn.
Hold on, Sean, are you ordering this?
Yes,
Sicko?
I'd like to. That's my plan is, if no one has any objections or anything.
And that what we talked
We
earlier
talked about it, but.
Yeah, okay.
And I sent it to Steve and all that.
Okay,
I think everybody saw Steve's comments and all that.
right.
Yeah, get it coming.
What's that?
Get it coming.
Yes. First thing in the mornings.
Okay.
First thing in the morning.
All right, wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, motion is dismissed.
Motion?
Okay, first, second,
Second.
all in favor say aye. Aye. Wonderful, thank you guys. Sorry we ran over. A lot going on tonight.
I was all prepared, and then I got nervous. I was like, oh, they didn't even ask me any questions. I had everything
I think
prepared.
it's just more the paperwork and the attorney over here happy. They are. I'm married to one. So then you'll send me those letters. Well, actually, I already have them.
I'm good at that.
I've already sent it to you again.
Okay, all right, so I'll print that off.
Get it to me tomorrow.
First thing in the morning.
Because they can have 10 days.
I will put you on the email at
And we're still,
5:45 when I
we're
send that.
still under that, so I can still give them their full 10 days. And then, get all of that. And then once I have all of their documents, I will
Let's
send
make
you
sure
the
we
funding
cross all our
request. You'll
Ts
have
and
to
dot our
sign
Is.
it. There'll be instructions on how to submit that, but it has to be done before
Fourth Monday.
3/1.
Okay.
I'll be out.
We.
No,
we've
that's
got
fine. I'll get it all done tomorrow for you.
Sir?
Yep.
So, Mike, it'll be the
Thank you
23rd.
very much. Yep, I think you're good.
No,
I don't think so.
That's good. Wasn't as many questions
For
as
sure.
I was.
Okay, reach out to me. All
I'd
good.
rather be prepared than us.
Okay,
they
thank
throw
you.
a bunch at
Appreciate it, man.
here. Standing up there.
All right.
Thanks, man. First time?
Talk with you soon.
He must be bored.
That's why I'm surprised you didn't use it.
Hey, thank you again.
One thing I'll send you tomorrow, I'll say you have to go by it, because last year, I did like a little
Matrix.
spreadsheet, and just fill it all in, and then I highlighted the ones that were cheaper. So if you look at it, okay, Buford's cheap on this.
We talk about that tomorrow. You wanna get back?
Good, how about
Anything.
yourself?
I didn't think it was sitting there. I think it's gonna go. That's what I did.
I know you love working with computers.